put this goofy goalpost narrative head on. First, the old story was black women outgrew black men. That lie was pushed for years until the numbers shut it down. In 2024, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that black men earned $1,002 per week, $52,104 annually. And black women earn $922 per week and $47,944 annually.
Not you versus me. It's you and me. Okay, man. It's time to get real, man. When it all breaks down, man, you're gonna need a little shelter and security, man. I know you're thinking that you can do it by yourself, man, but you don't understand the way the world's gonna turn, and when it turns, and when it drops, and when it gets ugly. My suggestion is that you make amends and make sure that you weren't just on a corner talking down to your friends, especially the men.
Winter is here,
What I fear is that this AI bubble is the same trend. This time it's going to be 10 times nastier, my friend. Before they're going to take your job, roll it up, roll it away, and you're going to be there left home with the bag. And all those fancy degrees you got, man. I have to tell you one thing. Yes, most educated, blabble, blabble. Even though we all know that was straight cap, because the Asians are the most educated in this country, those degrees ain't going to do nothing for you, ma'am. You dig?
Yeah. Is private student loan debt wrecking your life? You really need to talk to Y-Refi. Y-Refi refinances distressed or defaulted private student loans that others won't touch. They'll provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. Y-Refi is not a debt settlement company, and they work with each client individually, tailoring each loan to each borrower's specific situation. They can save you thousands of dollars and even reduce your total cost. Is private student loan debt keeping you up at night? So many Americans feel stuck and helpless, and many have even lost hope. Can you imagine not living under this burden anymore? With Y-Refi, you can get your life back, and they don't care what your credit score is. Don't let private student loan debt ruin your life. Call Y-Refi today.
Operator, Ordis has been interfacing with the Foundry's AI precepts. You could say we forged a new connection.
If you got hit, even as a passenger or in an Uber, you need to try this.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking to get money you owed for an injury, I want you to imagine you and your family getting that money, because I know a way that you can. Now, before you think I'm crazy, I want to show you how you can get that money you're owed in the next 30 days. Now, if you've thought about hiring an attorney before, but you didn't because you were unsure or you had reservations, it's not your fault. You were probably given no guidance and couldn't get a straight answer out of anyone about how much money you could actually make. I want you to capitalize on a limited opportunity that can have you cashing out a massive check in the next 30 days. This opportunity won't last long, and it's perfect for anyone who's been in a car accident in the last 2 years. Do you still think it's impossible? I'm willing to guarantee that by clicking on the link below and filling out the 15-second quiz, you will get an instant quote on how much your case is worth. And me and my team will help you get that money reserved in as little as the next 30 days. Still think it's too good to be true? Let me tell you about our client, Stephen. Now, when Stephen first came to us, he was really unsure if his case was going to be worth anything. He was facing a lot of uncertainties in his life, and he didn't know if he was going to get paid for his injury at all. Turns out, after filing a claim with us, he was able to take home over $100,000 in settlement from an accident that was over a year ago. It's possible. No matter what you thought in the past, you can get the money you were owed, and probably a lot more than what you were expecting. Simply click the button below and answer the questions about your case, and you'll get an instant quote about what your case is worth. And if you qualify, an attorney from our team will lay out a game plan instantly and for free. The fact that you've been through this pain means that you deserve to be compensated. Together, we're going to hold the parties responsible and get you the money that you are owed. You deserve more, and we're going to get you more. So what I want you to do is click the link below and fill out the 15-second quiz. And after getting your instant quote, it says you're qualified it'll ask you for some additional contact details. And someone from my team will reach out and
Fuck
lay
you
out
and your
the
team,
best
dude.
escape plan for you to get the money that you are owed and get massive compensations for your injury.
Guess what? UPS doesn't care. It's UPS.
I don't like
They
this
lay
dude.
off 14,000 people. Before the who would do such a thing? That is criminal. No corporation would ever do such a thing. The labor market is sliding. Increased worry about labor market outlook. Watch this. We have, for this quarter coming up, they're expecting 25% less jobs than anticipated. 25% less. I want us to understand something, y'all. This real talk, bro. Like, they can talk all that crap they want about AI is not going to take jobs. I'm going to tell you right now, do not be fooled. It's like the weatherman telling you, brace yourself, the storm will go the other way. When you looking at the storm coming right at you. Their job is to keep you from panicking.
Functions like these are becoming common. We're going to see more of them. Of course, this is due to automation and AI. I have more to say, but I signed an NDA on an AI project, so I've pretty much said all I can say on my page about this.
I'm against the feds. Yeah, you will have job security, all right. And then it says UPS said 34,000 of the cuts hit drivers and wages, while 14,000 target Phoenix. But those contracts, right? It's comical because you have seen this happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we need to even go on? Do we need to even go on? And here's the thing, y'all.
And they keep going back to the same goddamn
So COVID,
killing me.
they already tested it on us. And if you look at it now, bro, you got to think about it, bro. Everything that happened for COVID really could have been. And I said this when I said, no, this a shift right here. This the reset to push us forward where we go. Everybody understood it like, nah, this reset. Guess what, y'all? They already showed us what happens when your income is only the income that the government gives you. It's a clear divide between the haves and the have-nots when this happens. Because now, millions of jobs no longer exist.
What kind of stress are you experiencing thinking about AI?
That's fun, isn't it? And that's what people think AI is. But the fact of the matter is there's so much more. Use AI to get rid of the boring and the mundane so your creativity can go to a whole other level. That's exactly what we're going to share at the AI Advantage Summit. Show you the old way, the new way, and exactly how you can implement this into your life. From people like Mark Benioff, who's a multi-billionaire, to everyday people who are having extraordinary results with using 1 or 2 simple tools. And we're going to give you that plan when you show up on November 6th, 7th, and 8th. There is real disruption coming. And unless you have the path and the plan, unless you have the mindset around AI, the strategy around AI, there's no way you can keep up in this new world. This is moving so fast. You can't wait another week. Click the link below.
Got the size, niggas came in that y'all different size. Never told y'all once that I'm not that kind of guy. The bulls got the legs, got the brains, got the ties, got the bulls, got the brains, got the ties. Niggas came in that y'all different size. Never told y'all once that I'm not that kind of guy. The bulls got the legs, got the brains, got the ties. Whoa, whoa.
cut the ties. Long play with some feel like a boy, I'm the snap, I can check, nigga, I'm on the list, like and I never ever told y'all bitch before you something. It's okay, you should say motherfuckers always change. I got niggas throwing shots, so I'm going for the brain. It's times that I wish I could, but I change. You ever want to change? Break the fries, shut the wall, the things got the strength. Different sides that I told you. That I'm not that kind of guy. Because the bull got the legs, got the brakes, got the ties. Got the bull, got the legs, got the brakes, got the ties. Niggas came in and gave that y'all. Different sides that I told y'all. That I'm not that kind of guy. Because the bull got the legs, got the strength, got the ties. Had to cut the ties, bitch, I'm through. Never mind. Been up the night, so I ain't slipping when you slide. Magic in my backpack, flip full of fries. Ain't shooting till they die. The niggas pride. Yeah, smoke a fire, get up down. Tired of rats in my rats in my house. Rich magazine, text, wow, get it all shoot up like a section. Got the strings, got the ties, niggas caged in the gang, daddy, all different sides, man. I told you, that I'm not that kind of guy. Got the bull, got the legs, got the brakes, got the ties, got the bull, got the ties, niggas caged in the gang, daddy, all different sides, man. I told you, that I'm not that kind of guy.
And still others,
Got the
they
brakes,
can
got the
spread
ties.
your mind out until you're not sure where you end and where the universe begins. But not everyone respects their local fungi. Nathaniel has called for their eradication from the deep mines below Fortuna, so he can build his palace of prosperity. If you ask me,
Now everybody trying to wash clothes. Everybody trying to cook grass. Plumbing.
I was like, that's the last job really think about.
Construction is it, bro. And there's gonna be a point in time where everybody can't do construction. All those other jobs become null and void, and there's only certain type of jobs left. Then the job scale changes, the pay changes. They can actually now pay you way less. They can actually pay you way less. You know why? Because now there's a ton of people to do this.
Like savages. Ladies and gentlemen of Blight Savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go.
Monday. By 4 p.m., the market had dropped 508 points, the biggest plummet since the crash of 29.
Boy, of Blight Savages, sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel isn't salvation. It isn't walking to the light. It isn't warm and fuzzy. It is a train coming to mow down you and your inspirations. And a lot of times that what you put your hope in, what you put your dreams in, what you were hoping that you would be able to prosper in, is not there in the end. Only thing that you really have to depend on is your family and friends. But at times when you choose work over family, you find out that it's a cold, cold world. Winter is here. 100%, my dear. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this job loss, retail, shipping and receiving, operational. It's all coming down. 2008 all over again. Maybe even 1929, my friend. The latest is UPS laying off 40,000 plus people before the holiday season, a month before. Oh man, they're really canceling Christmas. In the past, I've worked in a lot of operations that have laid people off, but they never laid people off in the month of November or December. Just for humanity's sake. But this one, there's no humanity left in it. AI is taking over. And it's all about the green, being green. And what the green says, the green gets. Don't you ever forget, you were just a number, a cog in the wheel. And those education loans are due, my dear. Damn.
You're more willing to submit to a boss than you are your husband.
Black women also have the majority and the highest rate of student loan debt, which means your debt to income ratio is shot. Having more degrees than a thermometer does not mean that you understand the temperature.
Bro, you gotta stop it.
having more degrees than a thermometer. Damn. They think that makes them smart. Most of the job is to get you the jobs of your brain if you want. Not something that you follow up with work you did with any kind of person. But boys, you have a regular bread or butter bread? You don't for like that. Alright. Talk about making some stuff. You know, my bread, I'm doing my bread. I like it. I'm a little bit in love, so it's not good. I do like it. Like it's all cheap ass something. So why you tell my sister that we would do this stuff? See, and I even miss, I ain't got no fake shells put for out there. That bread is cheap. Yeah, I smiled at them in the kitchen early, the food son, hey. I called him and then tell him, hey nigga, we blood. I can pop up on you at your school and whoop your ass like my dad used to do me. Like, that's why I was telling you, you know we blood, right? Yeah. I can pop up on you. I can't do nothing to the other kids. I can't chastise them but you.
Hey friends, Eric here, and in this video I want to talk to you about how you can retire with just $1,000. Most people can retire with $100,000 a year of income. If you use a traditional finance, then you need a portfolio of approximately $1 to $2 million, and the math works out to be 1 million times 7%, and that gets you to around $17,000. So if you have a little bit more than $1 million, then you'll be retired with $100,000. This means you need to save usually for 30 to 40 years to reach that goal, and if you are able to get a higher return, then you can retire with less capital, in this case, $300,000. So first question, if you want to retire with $100,000 a year, what is the return you need to achieve with $300,000 fully? The answer is 30% return. If we take 30% return is approximately. If you want to calculate how much you want for retirement, I'll also include the video up here on the retirement calculator as well. For retirement, you want capital flow, not capital gain. So that's what you want to focus on. So what does that work out to be the monthly return? It's 3%. Now we know the goal clearly. We just need to work backwards and figure out how to get there. I'm going to give you a crash course on options. You might have heard of options on YouTube, and it all boils down to this. If you buy options, you're paying interest. If you sell options, you're receiving interest. And you can enter into all forms of different contracts. And we're going to focus on one sell and receive an interest for. Here's the goal. You want to sell options to receive a 3% interest on a monthly basis. How do you do that? First, you go to marketwatch.com and pull out the option chain. So on the upper right, you click on the search button and then type Apple. And you click on Apple. Scroll down, click on options. Now in this case, we want to focus on receiving interest, so we want to be selling a put. So you can see calls on the left and puts on the right. And right now is July, so you want to sell 1 month in advance, and that's when you receive the interest. So we would choose August. So we go down to the August 19th option chain, focus on the puts, approximately 1 month from now, and on the right-hand side here, where my mouse is the premium you'll receive. Apple is around $150, and you want to receive a 3% interest by holding on to that option contract for 1 month. So bring out my calculator. 150 times 3% is $4.5. So that's what we're aiming for. And you can see here, $4.5. So if I'm willing to buy Apple at $150 and receive an interest for the next 30 days, this will be a 3% return. Let's do another example. Click the search button for. Go down to options. Click August, which is 1 month from now. Scroll down, and Ford right now is $12. Right now, my calculator, 12 times 0.03 is around 36 cents. If I'm looking for a 36 cents one, then $12, I'm getting even more than 36 cents. So this would fit my criteria. Let's do another example. Shopify, an e-commerce company. Go down to options, choose August, go down to the bottom, and in this case, Shopify right now is at $38. 38 times 0.03 is $1.14. So you can see it's actually offering quite a premium, so I can actually choose a different stripe. And in this case, let's go with around $33. So 1.1 divided by 33, this is already 3% return on money. And now you learn how to achieve monthly passive income by using a 300K portfolio, making 3% a month. This is actually one of the strategies you learn in Investing Accelerator. If you scroll down to week number 6, then that's when you will learn monthly passive income, the strategy I just described to you on exactly how to achieve a retirement faster. So I explain the pros and cons, tax consideration. You can use the put option calculator I created, and I also have a video that explains how to place this trade step by step as well. There's also an index fund shortcut, which is one of the last lessons here, which will greatly reduce the amount of time when it comes to achieving a monthly passive income. If you want to learn more, then you can watch the 2.5-hour trainings I have prepared. It is on my YouTube channel as well. It's either here or here. The button should pop up. And it is a very detailed investment training. And if you're new to investing, then I would definitely recommend you to watch it.
You have your own mind. Okay. That means I better not fuck up
that boss man with no limit. And you come home and you give me all the limit in the world when I have things that I want to do.
The only humor is when black women think that we are just talking to you. I'm talking to modern women in general. This is the problem. You see, there used to be in order operations. Man is under the Most High. Woman is under the man. The kids are under the woman. And that was just the way it went. But what happened is that you started putting your job above everything. So then you wonder why you're upside down financially, spiritually, mentally. Well, it's no wonder. You're living topsy-turvy. Well, here's the bottom line. You see, other races don't have it so bad because of financial downturns, because they are paired up, they are coupled, they have a better family community. And you can blame who you want to blame, but it's time for us to look at each other and say it's time to cooperate, because it's getting dark outside. Oh, it's about to storm. Fire and brimstone, thunder and lightning, dogs are flying backwards and cats are killing each other. This is absolutely ridiculous. This AI bubble is 75% of the U.S. economy. Don't you understand? When that pops, it all pops, and no one's safe. You can sit around and say AI can't replace my job, but the bottom line is that AI is here to replace your job. 10 years ago, I worked at a startup, and their only mission was to get rid of every individual employee. Boil it all down to a bunch of automation fueled by artificial intelligence. They had a 15-year plan, and this is year 12 of it.
On Wall Street, markets at record highs as excitement over artificial intelligence drives big-time money into stocks. But that same technology may also be transforming the American workforce. Amazon announcing its largest job cuts in years, eliminating 14,000 corporate positions. In a note to its employees, the company calling AI the most transformative technology we've seen since the internet, adding, "We're convinced that we need to be organized more leanly." UPS also slashing nearly 48,000 workers, citing various circumstances for its moves, including opportunities to invest in certain technologies.
And there's going to be a lot of cope saying that if you take and replace all the jobs with AI, nobody's going to be able to buy anything. Well, let me break it down to you economically so you can just understand how serious this situation is, how serious this job loss is, why UPS laying off this time of year is absolutely a precursor, the canary in a coal mine. 80% of this country's wealth is owned by the top 10%. That means that they don't need you to buy anything. They already got the money. They already have everything. You could squalor and go all the way away. You can die for all they care. So it's time for us to keep it real with ourselves. It's not going to be the rugged individualist who makes it, not in these days and time, not for us, because we don't have the capital. We don't have the finances. And the only thing they care about is fear and finances. It's going to be the folks who get together, have that network. Your network is going to be your network. Children, what's that sound? It's time to get up and get down. Get into it. To the lovely ladies of the community, I got to tell you something. If the only thing you got is some cat in a bad attitude, you're not going to make it. Not this time. It's going to fall in line. You see, you can't be a needy bully. You can't tell somebody that you need them, but then tell them that you don't need them at the same time. You can't be independent, because independent means by yourself, and you're not fit to make it by yourself in this situation. But guess what? We already understand the deal. All of us need to get real and get with the 360-degree understanding of what's really going on here.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Because this adjustment period is going to be radical. And if you can't radically adjust to what you need to radically adjust to, then you're going to be left in the dust looking like a fool.
AI is going to change your entire world by 2030, not 2050, within the next 5 years. And it might take your job in the next 2 years. In fact, it might be taking your job right now. Go to a CVS, go to a Walgreens, go to a grocery store. Your high school education, increasingly that job is gone. Go to a convenience store, go to a call center, right? Within the next couple of years, you're going to have 100 million plus virtual AI humanoids by phone. You won't even be able to tell that they're not human. You have robotics that are literally zeroing out jobs. It's gone. Now again, that job like is going to disappear and you have nothing, but you're going to have to learn pretty quickly how to run that technology that's running the world. It's not about a website or a new gadget. This is going to fundamentally reshape everything.
And I'm going to keep repeating this. It doesn't make a difference if you like me or not. It doesn't make a difference if you believe me. When we were saying this in 2018 and nobody was listening, we're still saying the exact same thing. We understand. I see the writing on the wall. It's not in hieroglyphic. It's in plain English. The only thing you have to do is take time to read it. Open your eyes. Understand that wherever your comfort level is, you better learn how to get real uncomfortable. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the truth that it stands. And the ladies of the community, you have over-invested in an education that's not serving you, that did nothing but divide you from the person you were supposed to be with, or somebody, or anybody. What I'm saying is that we are meant to be paired, because financially, when you're not at the tippy top, two are always far better than one. You dig? Thank you for watching the Tip Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom. We found true happiness.
It's going to go back to the old way. Babe, if you know how to grow shit like I do, I'm going to have to sit outside on my porch with a shotgun watching my goddamn garden. Because motherfuckers going to be trying to hop the fence and steal unripened food. You think I'm lying? I done seen that shit before. While motherfuckers was going through the garden pulling out green tomatoes, them bitches wasn't even ripe yet. They wasn't even big. They were so fucking hungry and so just, they wasn't even hungry. They were just greedy. Just greedy.
The dance. But listen, as you drift between the stars, Nora wants you to know you ain't alone.
I don't even know.
Where all of us are kind of,
I think my grandfather said he was just trying to ruin our crop.
the multitudes drift.
We went around. We drove to my grandfather's house and told him about the situation. He was like, "Oh, that motherfucker got his own shit. He." My grandfather told. He know how to. That's how my grandfather talked. That's how he talked. He stuttered a little bit and then he'll just say the whole sentence. He just full of shit. Don't even worry about him. Just do your thing. And shit gonna work out. Then when he mad about something, he ain't stutter at all. He was just Go over there and leave me the fuck alone. That old man was mean. That old man was mean as fuck. Well, I thought he was mean. He really wasn't mean. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how my grandfather was. He just mean, and what he say is what he mean. He don't want to hear none of that. Oh, I gotta do this, and oh, I gotta do that, and nah. What he say is what he mean. You better get it done. You better figure it out. Might go upside the goddamn head. He had a gift. She used it as a weapon. What? That was still a good list. I still say that was a good list of companies. Yeah. What's good? Yeah.
It can be tough as a kid.
Corner. There's corn in the car.
People have it over you.
It's
People will
corn.
kill you inside.
Yeah, it's corn in the car and roast left.
You grow up. They
God, I made my mama a plate.
You remember. They don't.
No, because I made my mama a plate and put the chicken on her plate.
Only to someone else. Then one
Exactly.
day they call you friend. And you
Yeah.
wait. And you wait. You wait till they can't trust you any more than they do.
I was a little bit, but
And then you
shit,
ask
I'm
them
tired of it.
if they enjoyed their dinner. And looking into their panicked eyes as they gasp their last, you tell them your name, and you nod.
Man, if I ain't even at the door right now.
Your eyes say to theirs,
Talking about meeting you somewhere. You talking about meeting you somewhere, I don't even feel like going nowhere. I'm gonna bear that to another day.
and the system is a better place. Be smart, dreamers.
Do your thing. I wouldn't plan on moving no time soon. Nah, I got tired of looking at my bald head on the screen. Yeah, it's still small macaroni.
losing edge, and the Democrats are in all sorts of trouble.
When y'all coming over here?
The toilet and circling the drain, and things are about to get worse with a new congressional map in Texas being voted on. And that is Democrat Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett losing it. She may even lose her seat. She's certainly lost all sense of decorum. Listen to how she speaks about President Donald Trump here. Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of... Okay, we know that. Yes, yes. He is. But in a functioning democracy, he still would not be able to get away with this. After her foul-mouthed, ghetto-like tirade against the US president, Jasmine went on the attack, this time with the Supreme Court, making all sorts of wild claims. But most importantly, the courts, especially the Supreme Court, is complicit. So I think one of the places that we have to start is we are absolutely, they are the highest court in the land. They have no ethics guardrails. Now you go down to the lower courts, and they do. How much sense does that make? Well, we know that they're taking, like, we have the paper trail, and they refuse to put guardrails on themselves, so it's time for us to do it for them. That all sounds rather insurrection-y to me. She doesn't
Insurrection-y.
of the Supreme Court.
Sounds terroristic. That's what.
But he's threatening to beat down Republicans. They expect Democrats to be the nice guys that we are. They expect us to take the punch and say thank you. Well,
Again, these truths to be self-evident. Let that bitch jump in there. She ain't white. She can't pull no insurrection off and walk about that bitch smooth without getting her ass shot.
All right, everybody, it's time for another Women Are Retarded. I'll stop making me laugh when women stop being retarded.
Stupid
In
ass.
today's news, the feminists are having a very hard time coping with Taylor Swift's engagement. We're having two retarded reactions to Taylor Swift's engagement. One of them is being overly excited, like it's their engagement, or their sister, or their best friend, or somebody that they actually know and care about. You guys may remember when this CBS reporter, Olivia whatever, finds out on live TV that Taylor Swift got engaged. It was real quick. So
Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged. This, come back to me. She just posted it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's huge. The ring is ginormous. This is so exciting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I feel like Paul Revere right now. This is a very exciting moment for me in my professional career because I get to announce that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. As you're talking to Joe Lang, our lovely producer Gabby Ake texted me and said, Taylor Swift's engaged, and you can see it right there on her social media. She put it up in that post that they got engaged with the cat.
All right, that's enough of that. I'm going to die from cringe. I swear to God, I feel like she caught Down syndrome, like right in this moment. Paul Revere, a celebrity getting engaged, is the same for a woman as when a man alerted the American troops that the Brits were coming and to fight for freedom. Same thing. Well, this is a very cringe-worthy reaction because you don't gain anything from Taylor Swift getting engaged. Stop having these parasocial relationships with celebrities who would squash you like a bug to make another dollar. Pathetic. Please, people, get your own lives. Get invested in your own lives. Care about your cats because none of you have kids because you're so obsessed with the celebrities. You can also see that her emotion is a shallow effect. Okay? I'm supposed to be excited, but I'm on too many antidepressants to actually feel anything. So I'm going to imitate what excitement would look like. I think this is what it would be. It's been years since I felt anything at all. Please, someone.
Okay. Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged.
Right, you see, there's no emotion coming through her throat. Okay, now once again, while this is grossly pathetic in so many ways, she's totally admitted, she's excited that someone who is more attractive than her is getting happiness because then she can live vicariously through her. I can be the beautiful pop star with the 6'6" football player who's definitely not gay. It's still better than these women who are online right now having a total mental breakdown because their pop icon of independence and I don't need no man has suddenly turned around and become a trad wife, which being a trad wife is literally just being a wife. That's it. The trad thing is a lark. There's all these hoes out here pretending that now they're trad and, baking things on TV while doing sexual innuendos with the spatula. That's fake. First of all you guys are liars. You all want to get married. You all want a man who supports you, but you've been brainwashed to think somehow this is bad. And so now when your, team mascot turns around and does the thing that you really want to do deep inside your soul that you're pretending you don't want to do, you have to attack her because she reminds you of the voice inside that you're desperately trying to kill. Let's watch the video. Guys, I am on tour. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on tour, but please go check out my website, leonardoisfunny.com. I will keep performing until I'm canceled from every last possible space in this country. But you guys know I can't go to comedy clubs. All my locations are secret to avoid being canceled and avoid being Charlie Kirk.
I'm simply handing the conservative agenda on a silver platter to the masses. And before I go any further, before you argue with me, you cannot convince me that the master lyricist of our generation, akin to Shakespeare, the Easter egg master of our generation, is not aware of what her thinks in lyrics and compliment everything is giving us this terrible. Is giving. Can we all stop with the is giving? You sound retarded. Like, use language. Women are supposed to be good with language. Use language to describe what you want to say. Is giving. It's so cringe. And I remember when I started taking over, I would see the most basic things adopting that language and saying it because they wanted to be cool. I was in the comedy clubs, and we had these two fat female managers who are total groupies. By the way, if you're going to be a groupie, don't be a groupie of stand-up comedians. It's so pathetic. Stand-up comedians are the biggest losers in the world, especially unsuccessful stand-up comedians. And I'm a stand-up comedian, and I'm telling you, we're pathetic. We're the bottom of the barrel of human society. The only thing that could give us any bit of value is to use humor and satire to call out the ridiculousness, the ridiculous agenda that this global empire wants to enforce on us, where everybody's a trans, homosexual, lesbian, Presbyterian pastor. That is the only way we can create any value. And as you can see, most stand-up comedians have totally abandoned that. And they're actually just trying to be puppets for the machine, which makes them even worse than a homeless guy on the street. So then you have these two fat tards in a D-tier comedy club grouping out for fat, alcoholic, drug-addicted, unfunny comedians walking around saying it's giving because they're trying to signal that they're part of the pop culture and I'm cool. You're pathetic. You want to be cool? Say the N-word. I don't know why you think Taylor Swift is Shakespeare. That's because you don't read. You don't read because, I don't know why, because you're listening to Taylor Swift and her whole voice, you hear the
condescending voice that makes you just straight up. And then you understand why they used to pick women. You really understand it, and you wish for those times you say, dear God, can someone show this woman love of Christ? Because she's intolerable. They speak to you like you're in kindergarten, and they're so enlightened, and they're going to teach you everything. And the reason is because they have adopted the agenda and the whole script that is being advanced on them. They
You remember earlier when I told you when I get back home I was going to tell you about this shit?
Of this new propaganda progressiveness.
I'm sorry. Maybe a wrinkle is popping up on your brain, but that's what I was telling you about. When I was speaking on Rihanna, nothing but a gear in the machine. They make it because they fuck with the right. They literally fuck the right people to get in. Once they are in, they tell them, "You're gonna go far if you keep doing what I tell you to do." So in the long run, when they are not talented, they can't write their own lyrics,